Here are my two very best ways to get rid of sciatica, so pain in there, shooting down the leg, even coming into the lower back. Now sciatica is there for two obvious reasons. Number one, it's pinching of a nerve in the lower back, and that pinching of a nerve will shoot pain down the leg. The next potential way that you can have sciatica is pinching of the nerve in this area here, in the buttocks, and that is called Piriformis Syndrome. So the two exercises that I'm going to give you today are to get rid of one, sciatica coming from Piriformis Syndrome, and number two, sciatica coming from the lower back with a pinched nerve in the lower back. So we're going to start off with Piriformis Syndrome. The piriformis muscle goes from here, the edge of your hip, right round to the sacrum, which is around the back here, and it's the muscle that goes across the buttocks underneath the main gluteus maximus muscle. That can get tight and it can pinch on the sciatic nerve, and the exercise that you need to do is something similar to this. So you're going to sit on the edge of a table or a chair even, and then you're going to put your foot like this. So foot up to there, and you're going to allow your knee to drop down and then lean yourself forwards. This is perfect. I can feel a stretch right in this area here. So this is stretching through that piriformis muscle. You need to stretch out the muscle to release the muscle to stop the pinching going straight down the leg. When you're doing this exercise, you might feel a little bit of pain going down the leg, but as long as it's not painful after you finish the exercise, you should be okay with it. Another way we can do this is lying on your back. I'm going to show you that one right now. So when you're on your back, you're going to do this foot across there, and then you're going to reach through and pull that leg up. So it's a similar thing, this position, pulling up, which is stretching into the piriformis muscle. So as mentioned, the other way we can get sciatica is pinching of a nerve in the lower back right into here. Now this is often caused by a disc prolapse. So in your spine, you've got discs. The discs are in between the bones. They can prolapse. This little red thing here is indicating that disc prolapsing out, pressing on this nerve, which will shoot the pain right down the leg. That's the main way we can get a sciatica, especially in someone who is perhaps 30, 40, 50 years old. If someone is more like 80, 90 years old, maybe it's just a general wear and tear. As you get wear and tear in the spine, the discs here start to degenerate and flatten off, reducing the space for these nerves, pinching on the nerves, sending pain down the leg. We're going to focus on the disc prolapse type of sciatica, although this exercise will be useful if you've got general degeneration, which is creating that pinching of the nerve. So the idea here is to distract the spine, stretch the spine out, because if you picture the spine compressing, that's going to compress everything out. We need to do the opposite, bring it in by distracting. So we're going to do it like this. Sitting on a chair, you're going to hold on to the edge of the chair, let your hips drop off, and just let your hips drop down. You can see how my hips are dropping, the weight is coming down, and I can just move my hips around. This is just distracting through the spine, decompressing the spine, which is taking pressure off the lower back. That's exactly what we want. The other way we can do this is like this. So you're going to go onto something like this, or even a kitchen counter height, and you're going to pop your elbows on it, allow your body to drop off like this. So hips dropping to the floor, weight off the legs, and let your hips swing. So you can see that is distracting through the spine. It's basically as if I'm stretching this way, which will reduce the pressure on that nerve from that disc. So distracting through, pressure off the disc, pressure off the nerve, reduce sciatica. You will find that after you've done these exercises, it may feel better for a short while, but it tends to come back because of course we go upright again, we start walking around, we start bending, we start putting more pressure back into those discs and maybe tightening up that piriformis muscle again. And that's normal. You can expect the symptoms to slightly come back again, and then you've got to do the exercises again, it feels a bit better, and then of course it sneaks its way back in again. So this is absolutely normal and nothing to worry about. It just takes consistency. So you need to do the exercises 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 times a day, regularly throughout the day. That will help to take that pressure off the nerve, which will gradually over time speed up your recovery and hopefully get you pain-free. If you've got any questions on this, any comments, or you want to know more about sciatica or back pain, there are loads of videos on my channel where you can get more information about sciatica. You can get loads more exercises on sciatica and also back pain. So have a look there, see what you can find.